Hello guys, Dementia Gaming here. Today I wanted to show you the build I have been playing. I've been having a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite playstyles because it's pretty straightforward, you know, it's basically physical damage, melee fight in combat, and dual wielding with decent mobility and defense. So I will go over attributes, skill trees, and gear, and the overall synergies of the build. Now, before getting into the build, I want to point something out, is that this build is for level 30, I'm actually level 31 right now, but there's a lot, and I mean a lot of room for improvement. I just started the second map, so there's a fuck ton of items and gear that I didn't find yet, and it will probably be even better for this kind of build. And second, you will see that there are a lot of skills in the skill tree that are not maxed out. A lot of stuff that's really important for this kind of playstyle, and I didn't unlock it yet. So that's actually good news, because that means that this build has a lot of room for improvement, you know? So without further ado, let's begin. Attributes. Let's begin. When it comes to attributes, for this kind of build, I think it's not that important which ones are you prioritizing. Of course, strength, endurance, and perception are the most important ones. I have a little bit of dexterity because I'm personally a little obsessed with attack speed, and I was using a bow until yesterday, so I have this, but it's not that important. It's especially strength, endurance, and perception, and in particular endurance, because of a very particular trait that I will show you later. But yeah, when it comes to attributes, it's a little bit whatever you want, as long as you don't start investing in spirituality and stuff like that, but that's obvious. So yeah, let's go to the skill tree. I want to start by showing you why I said what I said about the endurance. Now, if you go to practicality, to armor class, there is this skill. That's really big. That's really big because what this is achieving is that investing in defense, like endurance attribute, you're investing too in damage. You're investing in damage too, and that's really useful. Now, let's begin with strength, okay? Of course, one-handed skill tree, that's pretty obvious. The order, the priority that you want to give all these nodes, it's a little bit up to you. But of course, you're going to invest in one-handed, because you're by basically one-handing dual wielding. In general, of course, godly physique, as you can see, it's not even maxed out yet, and that's because I unlocked this talent tree, Red Death. I will show you what this does later, and why it's a must-have for this build. This talent gives you a lot of damage and give you basically your main source of defense. Endurance, nothing. Dexterity, a little bit of stack speed if you want, that's up to you. That's not especially necessary for the build. Spirituality, nothing. Perception. Critical hits, it's a talent tree that I want to invest in eventually, because it's really important for the build, and not only because you deal damage, because you can deal a lot of stuff with this. You can heal yourself, you can reduce what is that? Yeah, you can reduce damage received and heal yourself. And with a skill in red death skill tree, you get even more damage. So critical hit, it's important. You have to unlock this eventually. Even though with the gear I'm wearing I have a decent critical hit. Let me see. What is that? Here. I have 45% right now without any kind of boost. So yeah. Okay, let's go back to skill trees. Now, practicality. Armor, what I showed you before. And the most important thing, Red Death. Red Death, that's an insanely good skill tree. Just look at this. This is your main source of not dying, basically, okay? Because the problem I was having with this build is that a lot of enemies would one-shot me. If not one-shot me, obliterate 80-70% of my health with one hit, especially enemies that are higher level, because in this game you can't see the level of the enemy you're fighting, of the boss you're going to fight. You don't know if it's a strong boss, if he will kill you or not. So this is really big. Thanks to this talent tree, I managed to kill the knight. What's the name of this dude? I think it doesn't have a name. You know, the big wraith knight, spectral knight that you can find in the wilderness at night. I killed that dude in 5 minutes because I think he's supposed to be super endgame, and it took me a while, but he didn't kill me thanks to literally this. Now, the other big synergy about Red Death is that the less health you have, the more damage you do. And you can improve that in several ways. That's really good. And that synergizes super well with this gem, Grimal King's Eye. That's insanely good. Now, where do you get all this stuff? To get the Red Death skill tree, you need to complete a quest that's not that long to complete, actually. You have to go here, okay, in Quanak. Okay, you get here, you tap into Quanak. Quanak is the second map, keep that in mind, okay? And you go to the hospital, which is here. And inside the hospital there's this dude, Ignatius, I think he was called. Yep, Ignatius. And he will give you the quest, okay? You have to follow the quest, and when you're done you will unlock the skill tree. It's not that complicated. Keep in mind, in that quest there's a boss at the end that, if I'm not wrong, it's optional. You don't have to kill it. You can run past him, by him, and just go for the exit. It's a really strong boss, really strong opponent for a level 30 character at least. The thing is that I wanted to kill it because I didn't know what he dropped, and I stayed until I kill him. But it's not that worth it because he drops white gear. It's a cool looking gear, but it's white. It's not usable, so you can just run past it and just go for the exit. Now, when you have this skill tree, you will be able to, well, be almost immortal thanks to this. And this is really interesting, but I don't think it's that worth it, at least for now. Now, this synergizes, oh my god, this word, super well with this gem, not gem, what's the name, relic, with this relic that you can buy, okay, in the first act, Hordes of the South. I call it acts like Baldur's Gate, but there are maps. If you go here, the Allmother Temple, where the Dalriata are settled, in the vendor from the camp, that bald dude, I think he was bald, he sells that. That's about it. Pretty straightforward, And these two things synergizes super well. Okay, now let me show you the rest of the gear. This weapon is really good. doesn't have any kind of synergy per se, you know. It's just that it's really strong. The base damage is really high. The ignoring enemy blocks is great. The fact that it's a guaranteed critical hit and full health, that's really good. The gems though, the relics I'm wearing in this weapon, they are from the second map. It's just straight pure damage, nothing else to add. More damage is good always. Speaking of damage, I'm wearing the helmet and the chest of the Remnant. I don't remember exactly where I got this armor. Let me tell you. If you really want to know, leave it in the comments, and I will make sure to let you know. Okay. Now, critical. Critical is really important, as you know. Why do I have so much critic? Because of this necklace, because of this ring, and because of these pants and boots. Where do you get this? This is the armor that you can unlock playing the questline of the daughters of children of Morrigan. It's this faction that, a little bit like Assassin's Creed, they play in the shadows for the greater good of the Avalon and all that, you know. And I think here, I found them here following a quest line of a dude that was imprisoned in one of these camps. I don't remember exactly where. I liberated him, and I follow him here. Now you will have to make a choice: allying with this guy, the guy that you liberated, or allying with the faction. It doesn't sound, it won't feel that obvious, but I recommend you really hard, really strong, that you allied with the faction, because this armor is insane. And this is the second armor that they give you. There are more armors, so I don't know if there will be even better armor. And anyway, another ring of physical damage, and gauntlets of less stamina, which is really good. Now, a very important item in the gear is this coat, because this gives you an additional extra dash, and that means that right now I'm playing with 3 dashes, which is like if I was wearing light armor, which I'm not yet. Another thing that I will achieve eventually with this build is the light armor, because with this cape I will have 4 dashes, and if I see that 4 dashes it's overkill, maybe I will change the cape for another one that give me maybe health, maybe no, I don't know, if I see something useful for the build. But so far, dashes is good, because it gives you a lot of mobility and synergize a lot with Swift Dagger. So yeah, Swift Dagger, I don't remember exactly where you got it. I know you got it in the first map, but again, if you want me to check for sure, leave a comment and I will check it for you, okay? Just an extra note about the weapons, about this weapon in particular. I just realized that I forgot where to tell you where to find it. You will have to do... Well, actually, you don't need to do anything. I think you can kill it without even the contract. It's one of these bandit leaders that have contracts on their heads, you know. The dude was here, in this area, okay? So just go up this way into here, okay? And in this area you will find him. When you kill him, they will drop this weapon. Be careful, he was really strong. He one-shotted me with this weapon. So yeah. Now, I think I'm not leaving anything, so let's showcase the build, shall we?
Niflheim, Muspelheim,